What's up, everyone? It's yours truly, Michael Clark, back for another episode. For those listening on the podcast, which is available on all social media platforms, big ups to y'all. And to everyone else watching and listening on YouTube, of course, I want to send a special thank you to you guys. Now, for today's episode, we're going to focus on the signing of none other than DH12, formerly D12, Dwight Howard to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, first things first, obviously it's a non-guaranteed contract, which is rare, especially in the NBA, seeing most of these contracts are guaranteed, that it's pretty much perform or don't get paid. Now, also reported that the contract was, pretty much a minimum anyway, so hopefully Dwight had his money stacked up prior to signing with us, because he's not going to get paid much. Now, if he does perform well, obviously, I could see them re-signing him, or potentially he could get a good deal with someone else, especially if the Lakers win the title. But with that being said, let's take a little bit more of a deep observation on the signing. It wasn't too long ago that he was considered a top 5 talent and the best center in the NBA. Personally, I like the move because of solely what Dwight can bring to the table for this team. He had the glute injury last year, which shut him down for the remainder of the year. However, prior to the injury, he averaged 12.8 and 9 rebounds, along with 4 double-doubles, with a high of 17 rebounds in one game and 25 points in another one. So he didn't play too much, but he still was somewhat productive. Now, although it may be 2 years removed from the last season where he was really productive in Charlotte, he was at 16, 12, and 1.6. Ultimately, I don't think Dwight is too far removed from that level. Although he is not the shot blocking threat he once was in Orlando, where basically everyone, forced their opposing player, but they forced him baseline, forced him down the middle. He was able to clean all that up. He cleaned everything up. You guys, what you see from Rudy Gobert, what you saw from Whiteside a few years ago, even what you see from Embiid, this guy was that on steroids on the defensive end. He was cleaning everything. He damn near touched the top of the backboard, so if it was going up, he was probably able to get it. Now, with that being said, his rebounding ability, I still think is there. If he was averaging 12 boards 2 years ago, he's only a year and a half older. I still think that ability is there. He still knows how to box out. He still got them shoulders, man. He has that nickname, Dwight Shoulder Howard, because that was the one thing about him. He developed some broad shoulders, man. So I still think he'll be able to. I think he should be able to easily come in, depending if he's starting or not, obviously. They may start JaVale first, see how that goes, and then if they think that it's better AD plays with Dwight to start the game off, then he might come in. I think Dwight, he can come in and average probably 8-9 boards. It's going to be hard because obviously playing with AD, he's going to take some boards. LeBron's going to take his fair share of boards. Kuzma's probably going to take some boards. And then you still got to worry about Rondo, who he still likes to get his boards too. So there's also that. But I still think he'll be able to do his job, control the paint for the most part, and he shouldn't have no other worries. He doesn't have to come in. He doesn't have to worry about, hey, Dwight, we need you to average 20, or even we need you to average 15 rather. We need you to do this. We need you to get 2 blocks a game. No. See, it's crazy how life works, because he's looking at, in a sense, he's kind of looking at Anthony Davis, looking like, man, I was once in your shoes. Top 5 talent, respected as, easily viewed as, and respected as the best player in his position. Young, has everything in front of him. So maybe Dwight could give AD some pointers. Who knows? Just on a professional level, on a personal level. Maybe not to take advantage of things or take things for granted, rather. But just being able to know, like, hey, this is what I can bring to you just from my experience. And also the fact of he's never played with anyone quite on Anthony Davis' level, his skill level. AD has probably one of the best recover. He might be, actually, I think amongst fours outside of maybe Draymond Green, his ability to recover and help is like, it's superb, man. So he's probably gonna see some things from Anthony Davis on a nightly basis and go, whoa, that guy's different. So really, Dwight, his real focus, and obviously this is what Rondo, AD, and this is what some of the other veterans, they touched on him when they touched on the subject, when he went to the Lakers facility in El Segundo. They asked him, can we trust you? Can you man the middle? Can you play against elite centers? Because right now, for those that are unaware or oblivious to the reality, the NBA centers, it is a strong resurgence. So he's gonna have to go against Joel Embiid, Nikola Vucevic. Yes, I say Nikola Vucevic. He's a good center. Orlando. Rudy Gobert. He's gonna have to deal with the Stifle Tower. And obviously, a guy within our conference where he's gonna see pretty often, Nikola Jokic. And also, he has a year of experience, so I do have to throw him out there. There are some centers, I hope you guys don't take this disrespect, you know, fans of the team players. He's the first overall pick last year. Some may say he did play like a first overall pick. Some may say he didn't play like a first overall pick. To each his own. But I know the kid is very talented. DeAndre Ayton. You have to worry about him when he plays, man. He has a year under his belt. And Dwight can attest to this. He was once in his shoes. He's probably gonna be able to make a new jump, a bigger jump. So that's another guy he has to watch out for. And also, whenever we do run into the Pistons, a somewhat younger version of himself and Andre Drummond. So he has a lot of different variety of players at his position that he has to guard and he has to worry about. This isn't when this isn't early 2000s when he didn't have to necessarily worry about that. Maybe a Marc Gasol. He didn't have to worry about that too much on a nightly basis. But he's gonna have some guys he's going against, and they're all gonna present their own individual problems. His effort must ultimately show, and his body has to hold up. Because if he goes down or JaVale goes down, and then we're only stuck with one center again, that's gonna be a situation. Because AD, he's been vocal. He doesn't want to play the 5. He wants to play the 4. Understandably. And that's where we really get the most bang for his buck, at least in the regular season. Maybe playoffs we can get away with it, but in the regular season, he's gonna have to really come in and play the 5. And with that being said, just wrap things up. Like I said, I just want to briefly touch on this acquirer. If Dwight can just come in, do his job, and not have to worry about things, keep his head down, stay determined, which I think he will, because I think he's already been on record saying that this within reporters or insiders that he's pretty much on his last legs, in terms of teams giving him real interest. So he's got to get this done. But with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. For this episode, I just want to give a big thanks to everyone that supported me, family, friends. The support doesn't go unnoticed, man. It truly means a lot to me. Just being able to see things grow gradually over time. For those that are listening that aren't subscribed, if you could please subscribe, that'd be a big help. I know many people don't listen all the way through videos and podcasts, so I know how the game works. So I'll obviously leave that in the description. Once I hit 100 followers, I'm going to be doing a random giveaway. I'm unsure what I want to do. Most likely it's going to be some type of apparel, depending on the winner. If you like, well, obviously if you're watching this channel, you like sports. I'll be giving a giveaway for a follower. Most likely their favorite team. I'll probably think about it a little more as time goes on. But once I get to 100 followers, 100 subs, whatever, I'll be doing a special giveaway. You guys can also follow my social media account, my Instagram, my Twitter handle. Everything will be posted on the video, obviously. And I have it in the description if you need to click on there as well. And if you want to follow me or play me on Xbox or Madden, or especially once 2K comes out, my gamer tag is also in the description. So, you know, I will be giving out L's. And that's pretty much it, man. But as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So until next time, guys, peace.